Let's talk about Google Voice for a minute. And the question is it really worth this year? You hear a Google Voice here, a Google Voice there. The question is it really worth it? So here's a synopsis I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Google Voice, I want you to think about a voice over IP, so voice over internet protocol provider offering free local phone numbers and low cost monthly plans. And so it's one of those things where you have to really ask yourself, what kind of business setup do you have to actually avail yourself of a Google Voice? So it's a really voice over IP service, telephone service that provides exceptional call quality at a fraction of the cost of conventional phone service options. So feature rich plans, unlimited calling and texting, and helpful call management tools make Google Voice a solid solution for many businesses. So if you're listening to me right now and you're kind of tight when it comes to budgeting, if your budget is tight for communication, you might want to think about Google Voice. Okay, it's a really it's a great voice over IP provider, and the cool thing is that you have the ability to actually scale, because as you know, Google has a reputation for quality, and Google Voice certainly lives up to the company's high technical standards. Okay. And but in terms of scalability, that's really cool also because whether you need 5 numbers or 50 numbers or 5,000 numbers, Google has the capabilities to actually serve you, not a problem. And with Google Voice, you can set up a business or personal phone number that works on your smartphone, landline, or the web using an internet connection. So that's the whole thing about voice over IP. Okay. And to get started with Google Voice, you will need to choose the business or personal plan that's right for you. And you can actually port an existing phone number or select from a list of numbers with specific area codes from around the country. So it's one of those things where in terms of scalability, that's what I was telling you a little earlier. That's really cool. Now, not surprisingly, Voice works seamlessly with other Google Workspace apps, including Google Meet and Google Calendar. So if your business is already using Google's business software suite, Google Voice is a logical and user-friendly addition to your company's tech toolset. So that will be really help you. That will help you a lot. And so what we love about Google Voice overall is that it is actually a mammoth. It's a giant in the voice over IP communication space. But as with all products, it's not perfect. And I'll talk about the pros and cons later on. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. One thing we love about Google Voice is that in terms of specs, you have ease of the tool is very easy to set up. Okay, it's one of those things where, I mean, anything with Google is really easy to set up. Most of it. I mean, it's one of those things where you have to actually. It's like a plug and play. Okay, plug and play, and training is unlikely to be necessary. The dashboard lays out everything on the left-hand side, similar to Gmail, making it sourcing what you need a breeze. To get a number, all you need to do is enter the city or area code. That said, unlike some providers like a Mighty Call that offer free number porting, Google Voice charges $20 for this. Okay, so if you want number porting, you're gonna have to pay a little extra for it. It's one of those things where it can be a convenience for someone. So think about it. You also have ease of setup is fantastic. You have unlimited free text. So Google Voice offers unlimited messaging for US customers across any synced device. As you may expect, this text are also displayed in a simple dashboard that looks a lot like Gmail. And so that's really good. You have a voicemail transcription. So by leveraging advanced speech recognition technology, Google Voice can actually transcribe your voicemail into text. That's really cool because if you are in an area where you do not want to listen to, let's say, your voicemail and you just want things to be transcribed, you basically have this voicemail transcription service there. So with this, you can easily identify the voicemail that need your immediate attention. This is really cool. You also have call forwarding. So with Google Voice, you can consolidate your phone numbers into one to better manage calls. You can also redirect calls from your work number, landline, and cell phone and add up to 6 numbers. And so this is kind of cool in terms of the capabilities there. You have a ring groups. So Google Voice ring groups lets your team members make and receive calls from a single voice number, albeit from a host of different devices. Moreover, the automatic call routing rules ensure that a certain agent or team receives calls that are meant for them. So that's really cool. You also have a spam detection. So Google is really good in terms of spam detection. So unwanted spam calls are a huge nuisance for businesses, and they can also put you at risk of falling victim to scams, right? So Google Voice offers protection against this. So this is really cool. So you also have a Google Voices integration. You have Google Calendar, Google Meet, and Gmail, of course. So all the other products in Google software suite are there. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Google Voice, and the question is this popular voice over IP tool really worth it this year? Let's talk about the pros and cons. I want to give you the assessment of Google Voice, so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into if you were to buy this service. Okay, let's first talk about the pros. So you have a user-friendly interface, voicemail transcription, a reliable call forwarding process, unlimited calls and texts, easy account setup. So that's really good. We were impressed with that. Very easy to use and set up. That's really cool across the board, though. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you are talking about 5 numbers or 50 numbers or 5,000 numbers. And also, this tool offers a free local voice over IP number, excellent Google Workspace integration. There is a mobile and web version, so that's really good. You get a 6-month guarantee and a free local number in some places. And the fact that it really integrates with Google Workspace tools really helps you actually have everything in one place. So those are the pros of Google Voice. So you have the quality, you have the expectation of quality that really is usually associated with Google, and now called Alphabet. So what are the cons here? There are no toll-free numbers. There is no free trial for business plans. There is no built-in team messaging. Advanced reporting is only available on the Premier plan, so this is a bummer in our view. But hey, listen, it is what it is. And basically, this tool, Google Voice, lacks vanity and toll-free numbers. There is the free version is limited to U.S. users. So if you are somewhere in Australia or Nigeria or Brazil or Germany or Canada, you're not going to get the free version. And so they charge extra for number porting. I was just telling you a little earlier about that. Okay. And you also have limited call management features, and global coverage is limited to 13 countries. So in terms of coverage, Google can do a lot better. I mean, they're constantly extending their offer, but right now they are limited only to 13 countries. I want you to think about pricing right now. So if you look with me right now on the screen, you will see the pricing. So you have, and this is only for business, okay? They have the personal side also, but for now, we focused on the business side of things. So you have the business starter, the business standard, the business plus, and the enterprise. So, but everything depends upon your needs, of course, okay? And so the cost per month, 6, 12, 18, and the enterprise is custom priced. And for a business starter, you have up to 10 users. For a business standard, you have unlimited users, and so for business plus, for enterprise also unlimited. And in terms of domestic locations, for a business starter, you have up to 10. For a business standard, business plus, and enterprise, you have unlimited. International locations not available for business starter and standard. For business plus and enterprise, it's unlimited. So you have, for all those plans, you have a free call into Canada from the US, free call into US from any country, usage and activity reporting. So all those features are available on all 4 plans. And ring groups to let multiple team members are only available for business standard, business plus, and enterprise. And same for desk phone support. And for advanced reporting like BigQuery, this is only available for business plus and enterprise. So it's something to really think about. You got to ask yourself, what do I need really? Okay. But for the starter, this entry-level subscription allows a maximum of 10 users. And so if you are a solopreneur, if you're a freelancer, if you're a small business looking for basic features without any unnecessary bells and whistles, you will love this aspect of things. And so you will get a knowledge base, a user forum, and 24/7 support. However, it doesn't support desk phones, advanced reporting, or ring groups, amongst others. So this is really important. For the standard, actually, this plan is perfect for small to mid-sized businesses because it really supports unlimited regional and domestic locations, users, and numbers. And you will enjoy all the starter plan's features, plus multi-level auto attendant, ring groups, ad hoc user call recording, e-discovery, and desk phone support. So you can set up desk phone with voice installed in them. That's really cool. For the premium, I mean, actually, if you remember the premium, they're charging you like now they're calling it Business Plus, and there you actually have this plan is great for let's say multinational businesses because it comes with unlimited international locations, so you can manage your teams and employees no matter where they are. A highlight here is the automatic call recording feature. You can record calls in the standard plan too, but only manually. Beyond this, you will also get advanced reporting. So this is really cool in terms of the capabilities that come with the tool. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Google Voice, and the question is this voice over IP sort of a service really still worth it? I want to talk to you about the benefits. So when we analyze Google Voice, we want to look at the benefits that the tool has to have a clear idea whether or not this is the best fit for your business. First of all, what we love about the benefits is that in terms of general benefits, you got to really go back to the origins, if you will. This is a cloud-based phone system that allows you really, when you think about it, to manage calls from any device you prefer. So there is no sort of restriction here, okay? Any device you prefer, that's totally fine. So you have access to information, whatever you want. And so the benefits actually, they're available depending on the type of Google Voice account you have. So this is kind of cool. For example, the personal plan includes basic call and text messaging, while the business plan offers a broader set of call management features, including the ability to manage incoming call flow. And so this is really cool. So you have multi-level auto attendant, ring groups, and call recording. And so, for instance, you are able to use Google Voice to turn any device into a business phone, allowing you to send text messages, make and receive phone calls, and forward calls from one number to another. And so you also have some niche features. You have IVR, and there's some cases where Google is providing IVR. So we're speaking about interactive voice response or even call analytics, for instance. Okay. And in terms of you have usage and activity reporting. So you are able to monitor employees' call activity and actually identify your business direction. And the voice audit log includes the event name, date, destination, and source. Users may also add filters to export information, display required data, and create email notifications of filtered reports. So in terms of granularity, we love that aspect of things with Google Voice. I mean, it's one of those things where you can actually get things done ASAP and also real fast. No need to no need for a steep learning curve, no need for a lengthy setup process. No, you also have the Google Voice AI. So Google Voice harnesses the power of Google AI to help process spoken language. So speech to text actually transcribes incoming voicemails across multiple languages, while text to speech lets you update your auto attendant menus without uploading voice prompts. So through machine learning, Google Voice protects actually users from unwanted calls by blocking unknown numbers. So this is really cool. And also in terms of the other benefits that I want you to think about, is that when we talk about integrations, Google Voice integrations are limited to Google Workspace apps, including Google Meet, Calendar, and Gmail. So it's one of those things where if you want to integrate Google Voice with other players that are not Google products, it's not going to happen. Okay. But listen, it is what it is. And you have other benefits. You have call forwarding, familiar user-friendly interface, ring groups, multi-level auto attendant, mobile and desktop apps, missed call troubleshooting, and conference calls. So this is just fantastic. So what are the rivals here? So when we talk about Google Voice, of course, they're not the only player in this field. You have players as diverse as 8x8, Grasshopper. You have a Zoom. You have Skype call. So it really depends on what you're looking for. And Google Voice compares favorably with other popular voice over IP alternatives in terms of low prices and basic features offered. And what somewhat surprising miss with Google Voice is that it doesn't provide a virtual fax solution, though that is not necessarily a problem for most of the businesses these days. Okay, and so let's talk about and there are other players though. I mean, 8x8 You also have Uma, you have Vonage, you have Phone.com, you have Mighty Call, you have Ring Central. Let's talk about Google Voice versus Ring Central. Now, Google Voice is ideal for freelancers or startups that are active users of Google Workspace products. It's affordable and comes with essential voice over IP features like call forwarding and recording. On the other hand, Ring Central comes with an array of features and is best for companies that want a full UCaaS platform with visual voicemail extension availability, for instance. And however, the customization and extensive feature set justify the price, because Ring Central is not cheap, that's for sure. But Google Voice is best for beginners and basic business communication needs. What about Google Voice versus Uma? Well, both Google Voice and Uma provide unlimited text messaging and calling in the US. However, Google Voice is slightly better when it comes to international calling. And in this respect, Uma is kind of limited to the US, Mexico, Canada, and Puerto Rico. But listen, if your business is limited in those places, in those geographies, then you're good too. I mean, you don't have to actually use the Google Voice. You can use Uma. I mean, there is no doubt that Uma's call management features are more advanced than Google Voice. Also, it offers more integrations with popular platforms, including all the best CRM tools, including Salesforce. And Uma is also the go-to for features like call transfers and hold music, and the call quality is hard to beat. What about Google Voice versus Grasshopper? So when we think about Grasshopper, we think about flexibility. And if you want to take your customer service to the next level, Grasshopper is ideal. With multiple extensions, toll-free numbers, and virtual faxes, you can offer customers the best support possible. Price-wise, Grasshopper offers a flat rate model instead of the per-user one. So on comparing the entry-level plans of both providers, you can see that they actually, both of them, offer a serious bang for your buck. So what is our verdict here? So when we think about Google Voice, is Google Voice safe? Of course. Google Voice is completely safe to use. Simply put, it serves as a privacy firewall between you and the callers, and the biggest benefit is that nobody can trace your Google Voice number. That's because your number is linked to an online account and would not be listed anywhere publicly. And Google also stores your calls and text in world-class data centers. So this is really cool. I mean, when you think about Google, of course, I mean, you got to expect quality, that's for sure. And so moreover, the person you call will only see a 10-digit numeric caller ID with no caller ID name. And the caller ID won't show up in phone number lookup tools either. And so that said, though, although Google Voice texts are end-to-end encrypted, we have found that voice calls are not. As such, to our surprise, competitors like Ring Central offer more robust security measures. And Google Voice also comes with transport layer security, TLS, and SRTP. So we're talking about secure real-time protocol. You have proactive fraud mitigation, FINRA security controls, and HIPAA compliance, among others. So overall, when you think about Google Voice, think about a tool that's undoubtedly safe, but other platforms do offer a bit more in this respect. Okay. In terms of affordability, well, the tool is really great. I mean, Google Voice will serve you well if you are looking for excellent calling and text messaging features. However, it's not the best choice for large businesses looking for advanced features because it lacks detailed call analytics, customization, and integration with CRM platforms, to name a few ones, okay? And so for this and more sales and customer-centric features, it's just better to go with other players such as 8x8, for instance, or Uma or Ring Central. And so the call quality is excellent though. I mean, there is unlimited international calling to most EU countries on the base plan, and you get unlimited text into the US. So if you are looking for that kind of a capability, go with Google Voice. So Google Voice, in our view, is a worthy pick for solopreneurs, freelancers, and startups looking for a simple voice over IP service. It is affordable, easy to use, and integrates very well with Google Workspace products. So unlimited calling, both domestic and international, and texting in the US are its killer features, plus essential voice over IP features like voicemail transcription and call forwarding, and all of those are in one place. This is really fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Google Voice. This was a review of the tool. And let's do a quick recap here. I gave you the synopsis, the specs, the assessments, the pricing. I give you the benefits, also the rivals, the verdict, and now the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.